Coming up next on the Culture Soup podcast, I read and I also heard on the news that the FBI's job has been a little easier because they can identify people so well on social, and you have people that are like, see, there they are. This is the one.
There they go. Yep. And then and matter of fact, here's where they work, and here's this, and here's that, and here's that. It's so crazy. It's funny when last summer, when all the George Floyd protests were happening, I'm here in Philadelphia. There was a woman who I think she threw a rock at a police car or something to that effect. And I use her example as a case study in my presentation now, because they were able to, based on a photograph alone, they saw her T-shirt. They used Etsy to find who sold that T-shirt. They were able to see a tattoo on her arm. Ooh. And between they could identify the tattoo. So they were able somehow to track down where she worked, and they saw a picture on her job's website of her arm in a shot, because she was like a massage therapist, and they saw the things that they were able to piece together to find and arrest this woman were just astounding to me.
It's amazing. And I go back to when the Black Lives Matter movement just cranked up on Twitter with the hashtags for Trayvon Martin and some others. And it used to be that they would say, Black Twitter will drag you. And we'll do that. But you're right. Gen Z has just taken this Hector Protector, Inspector Gadget thing.
It's interesting though, because you balance that with the whole idea of cancel culture. Yeah. And it's tough because you want to be able to, use the tools at your disposal to do these kinds of things and get these folks, off the streets. But then one little slip up, and that could be it for a perfectly law-abiding citizen who just made a mistake. So that's what I try to do. I try to help people understand that it's a very, very fine line that we are all walking, because there before the grace of God go any of us, if you could dig back far enough into your archive and find something. So it's
a fine line, and it's a dance, right? Mm-hmm. Especially for people who are very active online.
That's right.
Those that aren't active, it's interesting because it's the flip side of the coin. As much as it could do damage to your career, it could do so much greatness for your career. So many people are sort of afraid to be found. And, as a leadership coach, this is one of the things I try to help shift people's mindsets around. To get them to at least have a digital footprint. And that's where you spend your time talking.
That's it. Because, that's the other side of the coin. It's like, if you have a career at all right now, or you're trying to grow it, or you have a business, you can't afford not to have a digital footprint, because that's the social proof that people look to validate who you are and your existence and what you say you're good at. So, you have to maintain that, but you got to do it right. You got to do it right, and you got to be careful. What's good? It's your girl, TechLifeSteph, in the building, your friendly neighborhood tech life expert. I just had a fantastic conversation on the Culture Soup podcast with L. Michelle Smith. So check it out this Thursday.
The Culture Soup podcast is a production of No Size Communication, LLC.